This is the Truth Network.
Welcome to all you joyriders out there. This is a fantastic show from the guys you know. I'm speaking of none other than the Band of Brothers. My name's Keith, producer for such fine Truth Network programming like The Masculine Journey and Masculine Journey After Hours. In this podcast, you can expect to laugh and smile with godly men who want nothing more than to honor and glorify God. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the joyride. How do, buckaroos? Cacti Keith here. Ooh. So, imagine if you will, you are a once great stage showman, turned Wild West showman, and you don't know or have ever known how to be a Wild West showman. Now, imagine out of sheer hubris, you create a Wild West show, knowing full well that you are neither trained nor skilled enough to successfully pull off wild stunts and ride a horse without falling off, I might add, through a dangerous obstacle course. An obstacle course surrounded on all sides by a bunch of cactuses. The same cactus that broke your fall when you fell off aforementioned horse. The very horse who is now pulling out hundreds of spines that are now embedded in your skin, which will go a lot faster if he would stop giggling every time he pulls out a spine. So this week the guys are talking about feeling young. So what does any of this have to do with this week's clip? Honestly, I don't remember. I'm in so much pain. So enjoy the clip. Oh sweet, the ambulance is here, finally. Hey look T-Biscuit, it's Kyle and Haley. Buckaroos, those two are great paramedics. They're here so often we had to give them their own parking space. Anyway, this is Cacti Keith signing off. Yeah. They don't call me Cacti Keith for nothing.
I want to play another clip before we go to break here in a few. And this would be a little bit different perspective on being young. And I'm going to go ahead and play it. It's from Lord of the Rings. They're getting ready to go on an adventure. Aragorn, if you haven't seen it, is taking the hobbits, which are these little playful creatures that... they're beings. I don't know what else to say. They're creatures, and so go ahead, Jim.
We have a good representative of a hobbit.
We do. We can't see his toes to see if they have hair on them, but other than that, we know that the size and everything's about correct. But on this, I want you to listen to what their concerns are as they're getting ready to head off on this big adventure to go save the world. That's what they're going to end up going to do, and this is what they're concerned about.
Gentlemen, we do not stop till nightfall.
What about breakfast?
We've already had it.
We've had one, yes. What about second breakfast?
Don't think he knows about second breakfast, Pip.
What about elevensies? Luncheon, afternoon tea, dinner, supper. He knows about them, doesn't he?
I wouldn't count on it.
And so the point of that was, it makes me laugh, but the point of it is there's a difference between maturing and losing your youthfulness, right? And there may be a better word for it. And we're to keep that youthfulness about us, to have that childlike faith, to have that approach to life that has the wonder that Danny was talking about. But we also have to mature and move past second breakfast and elevensies and second tea or whatever, third dinner, whatever the things were in the clip, right? And they do mature throughout that movie, but they always have their playfulness, which is really pretty cool. And that's why I enjoyed that, and love The Hobbit so much, is because they were very playful in that. But anybody else want to make a comment? We got a couple minutes before we go to break. Anything on your mind? If not, I'll throw a couple things in there. Jim, what do you have?
Well, I was pointing at Daddy because he pointed something out during our preparation about how, and now it went from my brain. But
well, maybe
you remember it.
From what?
Yes.
Well, maybe when you see the wizard.
So from the guys of Masculine Journey, I'm Keith, and we'll see you down the road.
This is the Truth Network.